our presentation on East Los Angeles. I'm Desiree.
And I am Mireya.
And we'll start on the first slide.
So today we are going to go over East Los Angeles. The first point in our presentation is why is it an urban city? East Los Angeles is an urban city because of its developed major industrial and working class hub made in the early 20th century. East Los Angeles population is made up of 118,786 people, according to the Census 2020. Its income level is in the median income of 68,741, and 17.3% of the population are below the poverty line. The people in this population are made up of 4.7% of kids under 5 years old, 24.1% of 18 years and younger, and 11.7% of 65 years and up. Most of the population is male with a 50.8% and females with a 49.2%. The races in these populations are white with a 13.3%, black with a 0.6%, Indian, Native American Indians, which is a 2.8%, Asians are 1.3%, and Hispanics are the most in this population with the 95.5%. The housing in this area are basically property owned with the 33.5%. The values of the home owned are $643,100. The monthly cost for owners paying mortgage is roughly $2,391, or without a mortgage, $550. People renting in East Los Angeles roughly pay for a single one-bedroom home $1,494 a month.
Employment in East Los Angeles. What kind of jobs are available to residents? Residents have a variation of jobs that require medical or schoolwork that they can choose from. There are many opportunities for educators in East Los Angeles as well. However, they do require a degree or certain years of amount of experience. Food and service jobs are also common within the city. The unemployment rate for East Los Angeles is 4.9% of residents. Local job resources. If you are between the ages of 11 and 24, the East Los Angeles America's Job Center Youth at Work program offers a variety of opportunities, including work experience and career exploration assistance. The education rates, according to the U.S. Census, 88.5% of students in the academic year of 23 to 2024 graduated from high school. In East Los Angeles, of those students, 69.8% of students met UC/CSU requirements. This number has increased over the years.
Now we are going to look over the crime rates. In East LA, it's very, very high in crimes, especially on violent crimes, assault to be precise. If they were to classify East LA with the grade from A through F, it will probably pass with a C+. We know that crime rates are a rate of a 5.7 per 1,000 residents. It includes robberies, homicides, rapes, and assaults, which again is the largest portion of violent crimes. Then besides violent crimes, we have property crimes, which is 19 of 1,000 residents that include burglary, vehicle theft, and larceny, which is the most popular property crime. The main resource used here in East LA to kind of have solutions is just handing it over to the East Los Angeles Police Department, the sheriffs. Now we will go over the surveys that we took with 15 of the family and friends that surround us. The first question says, how would you describe the sense of community that you feel living in East LA? Strong, weak, or no sense of community? And out of the 15 surveys collected, 90% said that they think living in East LA is strong because of the neighborhood pride, with people being mostly Mexican Americans, which they could connect with. Number 2, what is the most important problem facing East LA? We received various answers for this question. They say that there's a lot of problems that they see happening in the city. One of the ones that we try to focus on was that 75% thought that they didn't have a choice to choose a good living situation, since it's really hard to afford it. Another issue was parking. 98% claim that most home owners have too many cars, and street parking is a hustle to have at least one vehicle per household. Number 3, I would say that overall quality of life in East LA is getting better, staying about the same, or getting worse. Of the 15 people surveyed, 11 said that life in East LA is getting worse. Of the 11 people, 9 said that it is mainly due to the fear that can be felt within the community as installed by agencies like ICE that have inserted themselves to break apart the community. Number 4, I am confident that East LA's leaders will solve challenging problems facing the city. Do you strongly agree, somewhat agree, don't know, somewhat disagree, or strongly disagree? 80% of those surveyed said they did not believe that East LA leaders will solve challenging problems facing the community because of the pattern built over years, showing that most issues are not dealt with until it's too late. Number 5, I feel safe from crime in East LA. Do you strongly agree, someone agree, don't agree, someone disagree, or strongly disagree? 50% of people say they feel safe. When asked to elaborate, one individual said that East LA is not actually dangerous and that the reputation of the city has been tainted by its past. Number 6, I have access to the resources I need in order to receive assistance for housing. Do you agree, disagree, or unsure? 14 out of the 15 people do not feel they have access to resources to help them with housing. They feel as though they must resort to working extra hours or multiple jobs to make rent each month, which again relates back to the question where what was one of the problems that we see that are a big problem because there's no solutions to it. Number 7, how many occupations do you have in order to cover your cost of living in the city? 1, 2, 3, or more? 7 of the 15 surveyed have both a primary job and juggle 1 or more side gigs in order to cover their cost of living each month. Number 8, do you have children? 14 of the 15 people surveyed do not have children. Number 9, when there is a civil matter and police just try to put things in place but don't help when you feel in danger, do you think they should change that so there isn't too much assault or homicides? All participants said that there is a discrepancy in the way the law enforcement deals with civil matters and the way they deal with other costs such as assaults and robberies. The participants believe that law enforcement should take all costs serious and should not discriminate based on the severity of each case. And lastly, number 10, have you ever faced poverty so low where food was a need that you couldn't cover? 6 out of the 15 people said that at some point in their life, they could not cover the cost of food and had to find other forms of getting a meal.
For our advocacy letter proposal, we're focusing our letter on the cost of living / rent in East Los Angeles. The cost of living is way too high for residents to live comfortably. The average cost of rent for just a studio is $1,300. This does not include utilities such as gas, water, light, groceries, and the everyday costs of living. We are proposing that the government representatives expand funding for the construction of affordable, resident-oriented housing. This is the representative that we chose to contact. His name is Jimmy Gomez. He's a congressman that represents California's 34th congressional district. This district includes Los Angeles neighborhoods of Eagle Rock, Boyle Heights, downtown LA, Koreatown, and other communities. For his contact, his email, you have to write him through his website, and then or you can also call his Los Angeles district office. We have his number, and that'll be all for today. Thank you.
Thank you.